about sex, there was a question that was asked, and basically, a lot of men was asked this question, and women was asked this question: would you take $1 billion, but you could not have no sex, or you can have sex, but you got to work a minimum wage job? And pretty much, I want to say the majority of men, if not 100% of them, said, I'll work a minimum wage job. And the majority of women said they give them $1 billion.
And that's the thing about with me. I was I like the question, but I was kind of confused because there's a lot of in betweens. It's a lot in betweens because does hand jobs include sex? Is that sex?
Anything that stimulates you sexually. That's how I took it.
Okay, I'll say so, but you can be in the room with somebody and pleasure yourself. But
you can masturbate.
So okay, continue.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, give me the minimum wage job. Because at the end of the day, what the fuck is $1 billion to a real nigga? What the fuck is $1 billion to a nigga who dick still work if I can't use it, bro? Like, that shit don't mean nothing, bro. Like, that shit don't mean nothing to me. I can still fuck plenty of bad bitches on a minimum wage job. Hey, man, I'll get overtime. I'll get a second job, Uber, DoorDash, whatever I got to do. But nigga,
you ain't got to do all that, man. Because it's plenty of bad tricks that work at minimum wage jobs.
It is, bro.
That's how most dudes meet their wife.
But that's my point, though. Like, I'm not giving up sex just so I can say I'm a billionaire. Now, if I was 70 or 80 something, that's different. But nigga, at 34 years old today, you telling me a minimum the next 30 years of my life, I'm not using my dick no more? Oh, you out your fucking mind, Rozay.
But you have no
I can't just beat my dick, dog. I can't.
They got machines now.
Nah, I need skin to skin contact. I need to feel it, man. Because let me tell you, that's the one thing when you finally get some pussy, and to the young fellas out there that they probably haven't gotten none yet, when you finally get some and you beat your dick for years and you finally get some pussy, you realize something. That shit is not the fucking same. That shit is not the fucking same. That shit is completely different, man. So yeah, nah, definitely for sure. For me, now I don't ever see what I would do with $1 billion, bro. Because what I would want to do is fuck, and I ain't gonna be able to do that.
So can you sleep with a sex doll? You just can't be a real person or what?
You know, they didn't clarify, man. I mean, shit. What kind of sex doll? What kind of sex doll?
Man, if you got $1 billion, they got robots.
It can't be top of the line sex doll.
Why not?
It got it because it's
not a real person.
Because it got to still be somewhat considered masturbation.
That's a masturbation if it's not a real person.
Nah, because if it's
so when women play with all the toys, that ain't masturbation.
That's masturbation, but
okay,
but
so that's just a toy.
But if it gets to the point where the sex doll is very lifelike and it's a full body, if it's not one
that's a toy.
No, if it's not, it got to be a blow up sex doll.
It's a toy.
If it got like silicone titties and
silicone
toy,
you paid for it. It's a toy.
Nah, man. Especially if you one of them sex dolls where you can make it look like a celebrity, like LaGrotta or something. Nah, that's damn near you having sex, bro.
Yeah, man. That's a hard conversation for me. Like, man, I don't know, man. Them dollars, man. I might have to take one for the team. I might have to be P. Diddy. I'll sit in the background.
Nigga, I'll be G's and I'll be working at McDonald's and I'll be out here trapping.
Yeah, man.
Trap or die.
Hey, man, free P. Diddy, man. I'm gonna have to take the $1 billion and I'm gonna sit in the background and just watch people do things and I'll like I said on Snap, man. I'm selling it $4 an inch, and you can get all 3 inches for $100. So hey, man, I give me the $1 billion. I'm gonna have everybody, all my people are having a blast. I'm sitting in the background and I'm just gonna watch and I'm just gonna pleasure myself and I'm gonna make sure everybody else, my family, my friends, and some of my coworkers, they gonna be straight. And I'm gonna be a living legend. I'm be listening. They gonna be the statue outside of me out of every, you know what I'm saying? You know how the X-rated store, my statue gonna be outside because I'm gonna be the Bill Gates. I'm gonna be the Elon Musk of everything because I'm just gonna I'm gonna build a machine that has a hand and or has a pocket, and I'm gonna make sure everybody else straight. I don't even need it no more. I don't even need it, man. Right now, just give me the $1 billion, man. I'll make sure everybody else straight, and I'm gonna live my life through everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live my life through everybody else. Give me the $1 billion.
So sticking with the minimum wage jobs, there was another conversation attached to this where a woman was basically saying a lot of times, you know, adults criticize other adults for working minimum wage jobs, saying those jobs belong to kids, but she tried to express how important it is for adults to work those minimum wage jobs. One of the big factors being the fact that, you know, kids be in school and stuff like that, so who will work those jobs, and the fact that kids don't take those jobs as serious as adults would take them, and that's why sometimes the service we get is piss poor. In terms of minimum wage jobs, do you feel like that is something? Can we do that in society? Do you feel like that's right that people look down at adults who work minimum wage jobs?
No, because every adult can't work a career. Every adult is not able to do a career. So, but think about it: minimum wage jobs after years, they're not minimum wage anymore. You can build yourself up in the ladder. So, if you start at a minimum wage job, it's because most of the time when minimum wage job, it's all about education, and it's about education and how hard you want to work. Like, because factory jobs are technically minimum wage, they just get paid more than fast food jobs. But those are the same things. They're the same things, but people made livings off of that. Remember back in the 70s and the 80s in Detroit and Michigan, in Detroit, Michigan, where the Ford companies and the thing about it, they had them jobs. Everybody worked at the factory. Those were minimum wage jobs. They wasn't, but they was, and they worked themselves up because you didn't have to have any kind of education to get those jobs. But now it's like, so like even with fast food, I remember when I was in college working at fast food, there would be adults. Well, there'll be people that I worked with that were way older than me, but this was their second job. So, and they would just come there, and they had a job in the daytime. And they would come there at night. They would work. Cool people, but this was their second. They was their second job. And also, I knew people that started as teenagers working a minimum wage job, worked their way up to a manager. That's still a minimum wage job, but they work their way up. So I don't see anything wrong with it because they would pay for school, give scholarships. Chick-fil-A, they give scholarships. McDonald's, they give scholarships. BK, they make the best fast food burger, but they don't get no scholarships that I know of, but they probably do. But I don't see nothing wrong with it, especially people got to do what they got to do. And it's like, and then some people they rather do drugs than I know people that have college degrees that would rather work a minimum wage job so they can do drugs than go drug free and work their a real 9 to 5 or whatnot. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like if the times get hard enough, I would work 2 minimum wage jobs.
Yeah, I was just about to say, man, I ain't got no pride, man. Like if something was to happen and I ain't have a job tomorrow, man, you might see me at McDonald's. You might see me at Crystal's. You might see me at Popeyes. Nigga, hey, if McDonald's want to give me 20 hours in 1 week, hey, guess what? I might go and be at Wendy's for the other 20 hours.
And I might be at Checkers for the other 20 hours. And I might late night.
And I might be at Checkers or the Cookout for another 10 hours so I can get 50 hours a week or some shit like that. Like, hey, man, I'm that to me, that's hustling, man. I'm going to go out here and get this paper, man. I don't care if you see me and be like, yo, is that you, Vertesie?
Yeah. Man.
Hey, so can I help you?
You need some extra nugs in your bag?
Exactly.
I got you.
Like I ain't got no pride like that. And I know people that are prideful and that would rather not have a job than go out here and get one of these minimum wage jobs or whatever. I don't see anything wrong with these minimum wage jobs. One, because like you said, they start off minimum wage, but eventually you get pay raises. Eventually you can move up the corporate ladder. You know, like there's plenty of people who started on fries and now they're a district manager. Like that happens all the time.
All the time.
You know, like if you with a company long enough, and there's people who start off with working minimum wage jobs, and then guess what happened? You know, you work that job and you get enough experience, and you move up, you become an assistant manager. But then guess what? You might work at a retail store as a manager.
Walmart's a perfect example. You started from Walmart making, and things about it is jobs now they go pay you more than minimum wage. There's not many jobs that just start out at minimum wage. Most of them now. You go to get paid more, and then you can come up. It's like so. It's no issue with working at McDonald's, or working at Wendy's, working at BK, but then you making $15 an hour.
One thing that never set right with my soul and my spirit, I never enjoyed the job shaming aspect that people did sometimes, because if somebody's willing to go out here and make a way for themselves, their family, their kids, I respect it, man. Especially when it's like by legal means. Like we glorify the scamming shit, for example. We glorify the boosting shit. We glorify people selling drugs, especially selling drugs to their own people in the community. We glorify these hoes selling pussy, like because they don't want to work. And a lot of people are doing this because they don't want to work jobs at the end of the day. But then
low money is better than no money.
But then I'm supposed to make fun of, degrade somebody who's willing to get up at 5 o'clock every day, you know, and work at McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's. Nah, I just can't do that, bro. And I never liked the fact that, and I want to make this clear, I don't even like the conversations where I remember a couple of years ago I told MGH this. I don't like us arguing about crumbs. Like I remember in New York, ambulance the people who worked in the ambulance was getting mad when the people at McDonald's was saying we want to make $15 an hour, and they was like, well, that's what we make. They shouldn't make what we make. Why the fuck are we even? Why the fuck is y'all in this conversation? Because we all get crumbs at the end of the day. I don't care. Like if you not that 1%, like these people who run these corporations, whether it's the prison institution, whether it's the social welfare institution, whether it's the fast food institution, whatever it is, like they at the end of the day, they feed us all crumbs because you got people at the top that's getting so much fucking money. So like if you're one of those people that like feel like people at McDonald's should not get more money, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not worried about what someone at McDonald's is getting. I don't care if they was get paid more than me, because guess what I might do? I might quit my job and work at McDonald's if they start paying them $80 a year. Hey, nigga, you'll see me. You want fries with that shake?
I'm not worried about anybody that's making any money. I ain't worried about nobody. Like I ain't worried about the doctors, about what the doctors making. They went to school and did that. They did that. You had the opportunity to do that. I ain't worried about like in the end of the day. You can't expect more if you don't respect yourself enough to be like, hey, I can do this. I can work harder. I can do this. Like sometimes it don't make me upset. It just irks me a little bit when people are like, oh yeah, this person gets paid more than me because they do this. But they might have did more than what you did to get there.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro.
So you just got to work harder, and you got to do more to get there. So you can't get mad at somebody that paid their dues.
And then you got to be a hustler, man. I remember growing up finding out that my mom, you know, working fast food made more than a lot of public school teachers, you know, as an assistant manager.
Because them GMs and assistant managers, they make money. So, they have to work a lot of hours, but they make money.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, it's like I just can't job shame nobody because, and this is another reason too, is I just don't know what's in your heart, Rozay. Like that, I hate the fact that school teachers don't, because you might enjoy being a school teacher. You might enjoy being a janitor. You might enjoy being a trash man. You might enjoy, like you might love people so much you enjoy working at Walmart or working at McDonald's.
Man, talk about trash work, man. I was behind the trash worker. I seen him in my neighborhood one day. I was walking and jogging. He was so polite. He was like, "Hey, what's up?" I walked past him, jog past him one time. Then I seen him on the other side of town when I was driving. He on the back of the truck smoking a blunt.
Exactly.
All this weed smoke coming in my car. I'm like, that's the guy that was in the neighborhood the other day.
Yep.
And they're like, he on the back of the truck jamming. He just chilling. I'm like, he living his best life.
Exactly. Hey man, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes people love what they do, bro. So that's another thing of it too. I'm not gonna judge somebody because they might enjoy that job. Because I ain't gonna lie, you've talked about it before, Rozay, and I know me and MJ talked about it. Bro, some of the best times I've had working was when I worked jobs that I made the least amount of money. Like, I'm working with people my age, we all cool. There's a couple people older than us, and for some reason we chilling, and we ain't making them but $8.25 an hour, but yo, we loving it. Like, if I could make what I'm making now at the job I was making when I was like 22 years old, I'd still be at that job. I only left that job because I was like, I need to make more money. But that was one of those jobs I had where I loved what I did.
Yeah.
I loved
your coworkers.
I used to wake up at 4 mile long.
It's like, oh, I can't wait to go to work.
Yeah. I couldn't wait to see my coworkers.
Is such and such gonna be at work tonight?
Yeah.
Is such and such gonna be at work tonight? Oh, hey, you working tonight? Oh, hey, we gonna have a blast tonight. We gonna have a blast tonight.
I'm trying to tell you.
And those jobs, you can do whatever you want to do.
Man,
it wasn't no fear of being fired. It wasn't no fear about you breaking the rules.
Man, I had a job back in the day. I remember motherfucking New Year's kicked in. One of my coworkers said, I know you don't drink like that, man, but take a shot with me. Now we on these white people clock. We on these white people clock.
On the clock.
You know? And it was New Year's because we had to work New Year. So we had to bring New Year together. So I was like,
turning up.
So, you know, hey, man. So, yeah, now I ain't never going to shame minimum wage jobs, man, because at the end of the day, when the COVID happened, guess what? Those jobs were considered essential workers, man. So I don't feel like we should ever disrespect people that are the backbone of this country, man.